back to me. Enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Indie Wrestling Corner with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host as always, the queen of the indies, and I've been bringing back a lot of people on the show, so it was time. I was actually going to wait, but I figured there's just so much we could talk about, so I figured we'd bring back the young protege, Mr. IWTV, Marcus Matters. How are ya?
Great, how are you?
I'm good. Man, it's almost a year.
I know, it's crazy.
Isn't it crazy? Like, all this time, like, flew by, and so many things have happened, and, you know, like, so much to talk about. I'm so excited, you know, and I really don't, you know, I was saying this the other day. I was like, there's so much that you and me can talk about within the last year, and it makes it a little harder because there's so many moments that we could talk about, and especially the fact that I've physically seen you live at a lot of what you've accomplished the last year, and if I wasn't physically there, I was watching you from afar. So again, so much to talk about, and we have a little friend. Hello. Wholesome content. This is what we need. Snap a picture, guys. So, guys, if you're new here to the End of the Rope series, here I interview everything independent wrestling, whether it's wrestlers, promoters, referees, behind the scenes. I got you covered. Make sure you share the stream. Drop your questions in. I'm sure Marcus will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So, yeah, so you know what? I see all you guys. You guys are all in the chat. What's up? Brad, what's up? He goes, good, made it in time. Well, I made sure to tag you. Let's see. So we see Chad, we see Sky. So, oh, Kathy just went to bed, but she says hi. She's snuggling with her Marcus and Billy wrestling buddies.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I seen them like in person the other day at the house, which is so cute. I love those little wrestling buddies or whatever. Let's see what else. Chad. So he says, Marcus, who was your favorite wrestler that you liked watching growing up as a kid?
Boom. AJ Styles. AJ Styles has always been my favorite. And yeah, he's always my favorite to watch. I want to be just like him.
Yeah. And here you are. It's so nuts. Sky said, I was watching and waiting for the notification. I'm excited for this one. Hope both of you are well. I am good. Thank you. Captain Dave, what's up in the chat? How's everything? So, you know, okay, so let's dive in again. Like, there's so much that we could talk about. I mean, again, a year difference has happened since the last time that you've been on. So, like, within this year, I mean, I'm going to break down a lot of matches throughout this, you know, episode because there's so much we could talk about. But like, pretty much to sum up, like, how has this last year been different from you than prior?
Man, this last year has been like crazy, you know, like this has been the year where like everything I truly want in wrestling, it's been like happening, you know, like I just want to travel and I want to wrestle everywhere and I want to wrestle like the best everywhere. And throughout this past year, that's what I've been doing. I've been traveling to so many different spots. Like I've unlocked I think 11 states now. And then next month I'm going this month. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're in March.
I'm going to Canada this month, and it's insane. And the guys I wrestled, I truly wrestled the best ever. I wrestled freaking Too Cold Scorpio, Mike Bailey, Grim Reaper, and that was all in 1 week.
Yeah.
That was insane. Anthony Green, there's just so many. So like everything I've wanted, it's happening, and it's like that was my main goal for this year, was just keep traveling and keep wrestling the best. And like it's only like really like the beginning of March, and like I wrestled a lot of sick people, and like I just can't wait to see what the rest of the year has for me. I'm so excited.
Man, I've been saying this that like this was gonna be your year, that you were gonna blow up. So it's so nice to like watch you, like even doing like the traveling and seeing you at different promotions, you know, and like wrestling like these names. It's nuts. And like I say, like I've had a lot of people on here. Of course, like I bring your name up to a lot of the wrestlers that come onto this podcast, and I'm like, damn, I was like, he needs to wrestle the best. You know, we've talked about it with Alex Zane. We've talked about it with JT Dunn. So I don't know, the unit's someone, you know, between, you know, all those guys. I mean, me and AC Romero were talking about it. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this kid to run through the unit. Like, you know, so we don't know where 2022 is gonna go with you. It's nuts.
It is.
So let's talk this, because this is huge, and I kind of wanted to start here because this was like a taken moment. And I mean, Alex Colon was on recently. Again, Zane was on recently. Let's talk Hammerstein. You know, this was huge for so many different wrestlers there, whether, you know, again, like someone like you that just, you know, like been starting the last couple of years, and then you have like vets like, you know, again, like Alex Colon, you know, coming out, and these were big moments. Like, so describe this. It was so nice, even for me, being there, being in like kind of like not the front row, but a few rows back, and like watching your entrance. And I was being so excited. Of course, I caught that on cam, and that went crazy viral. That clip.
It,
Oh my goodness! But tell us like how that was in that moment, like.
like it was the craziest moment of my life. Like it seriously was. There was no bigger moment. And like I'll be like I have a funny story with it too, but I'll you know, I'll give the story first. So I'll just tell you how everything was.
Yeah.
So like it was, I found out that morning I'm on, and I'm like holy shit, like I'm fucking super pumped. I'm freaking out. Like then I get there and I'm looking around, and I actually went there a couple times before.
Yeah.
I was helping some people out with rides there for a couple things we had to do. So I've been there like months in advance, and being in there, I was like, I want to be on the show. So when I found out that morning, I was freaking out, and I get there, just walking around in the ring, you know. I went up to the stand, I was walking everywhere, and it was just insane, you know. And when I'm, you know, waiting for my music to play, my music wasn't playing, and like two other guys like went in before me, and I was like, I'm supposed to go out now. And then Brett runs over, and he's like, I'm so sorry, you're supposed to be now. I'm gonna play your music now. And then runs back, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm freaking out, like I'm not, like what's going on. And then so then my music played, and I went out, and it was the craziest thing I have ever seen. Like just looking out there, I was freaking out. Like I couldn't believe it. It was the craziest and best moment of my life, walking out there and just seeing that sea of people, and just it was freaking crazy. Like that's all I can explain it. Like it's just insane. The best life.
The fans there, right? Like the crazy sound, like knowing who you are, and like all that.
Like I decent reaction, so it was like I was like, yeah, like it was pumping me up more.
Yeah.
So I'm like freaking out. Like I was like slapping people's hands, like this is fucking crazy. Like oh my god, it was so insane.
So great. Oh man, I see all you guys in the chat. I love all you guys. You guys are great. Oh look, we have a Marcus Matters fan. They said hi.
Hello. Say hello.
Nick Wayne Sim says, can you tell Marcus his besties miss him?
Who said?
Says the ones that moved to Kentucky. Aw, I miss you, Riley. I miss you. Let's see, where else we got here. I see all your questions. Sorry, I'm trying to get to everything. Sky wants to know, how did it feel when you became IGB champion?
Oh, it was awesome. Especially, you know, defeating my dad for it, and someone like Ray Lynn, you know, it was great. And it was my first main, you know, heavyweight championship. So it was super cool to hold that, you know, my first defense against Billy, and, you know, my best friend, you know, it was awesome. And then my second defense, you know, with Stan, obviously, you know, it wasn't the exact match I wanted, but like it was still a guy who I looked up to for, my whole life and been around. So, what I've been doing at the Bonanza, I absolutely love it, and I love the Bonanza so much. It's one of my favorite places to work for, and I can't wait for me and Masha in 2 weeks, next Saturday.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's coming up quick.
It is coming up quick.
Really quick. Oof. By the way, Brandon Kirk's in the chat. He goes, "This shithead."
Oh no, go away! I gotta take a shirt now.
Terrible. Oh man. So you know what? Let's talk about Mr. IWTV. So let's talk about the briefcase. All you guys gave me a heart attack during that match. I was there. And I was looking forward to seeing one-on-one with you and Yuta. So I'm kind of like upset that didn't happen. But then Yuta like lost it to Alex Shelley, and like now we have AC Mack as champion. So, give me all your thoughts about this and like even winning the briefcase.
Winning that briefcase was freaking amazing. That was, I had a couple moments in my career that, I guess kind of could say like helped me and like made me, if that makes sense. And that was one of those moments, in front of that large crowd, in front of so many people who were watching. I was told like that some crazy people were watching that I never thought would, and I was just like, man, I was on that show, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool that this guy was watching. But it was super cool, and to hold that, I hold that around. I walk with that to remind everyone, that whenever I want, I can cash in and become the new independent wrestling champion. Sorry, but that's why I walk around with it, But Yuta, and then Alex Shelley, and then I was really happy to wrestle Alex Shelley.
Yeah.
And then that didn't happen, sadly. But now it's AC Mack, and he's only wanting to defend it in the South. But that's fine. I'll go to the South. It's not a big deal. I don't mind. I don't mind winning the IWTV champion there. It's fine with me. Just to clear things up, though, I still have that briefcase. Not with me currently. It's not here. It's still with Matt Mikowski. But he did not take the contract, and it's not on him. So I know a lot of people were mixed up with that and confused, but he just for some reason attacked me and then took my briefcase just to prove a point that he's next for that. Whatever, dude. Like, weirdo, but yeah. So just to clear things up,
Yeah.
I'm still Mr. IWTV, and I still can have that shot whenever I want.
It looks like you might have to go after Matt Mikowski now.
Seriously, I have to now.
Yeah.
Get my case back.
Get that case back. Brandon's putting in quotes, did walk around with it. I love it. Chris Grasso's in chat. He goes, is this turd a super senior?
Likes me, man.
Ryan Redfield, what's up? He goes, what? Damn, all you guys you're savage. I saw a question from Brad. He goes, since he was banned from the US for 5 years, how much did you know about Speedball before your match?
I'll be honest, I didn't know too much about Speedball like last year, I would say. Like, we kept bringing him up because we'd always compare him to Dylan McKay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I kind of, like, Sean would always compare him to Dylan McKay. And that's where I truly found out about him. And then I started watching his stuff. Then he came over, so I watched more of his stuff. And then, when I found out I was going to wrestle him, I was super pumped because obviously then I fully knew about him,
Mm-hmm.
And I was super excited. And I wish I really knew about him sooner.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have been even more excited, but I was super excited for that match, super happy, and his kicks are no joke. But I think I held my own, and I think it was a great match. I was really happy about it.
Definitely did. Another name I'm gonna toss in here is Alec Price. I mean, we gotta talk about this. I mean, this was like one of my favorite matches. Like, I love Alec Price. He's one of my favorites. To see you go up to Wrestling Open, and and here it is. Like, you were insane. You and him, you had great chemistry. 10 minutes. If you guys aren't watching Wrestling Open, definitely go. And it just seemed like it just wasn't finished. What?
Split. Go watch Wrestling Open. It's
Yes, definitely go watch Wrestling Open. So definitely get on that. So yeah, so the matches are cool because they give you like 10 minutes. And it just seemed like I was like, damn, we need longer time with you too. And then we got it at Beyond.
the limit. It was past the limit for sure.
Yeah.
We
Ooh.
got that. I got my Beyond debut.
Yeah.
Day 91. That was Beyond something I was, I've been a huge fan of, my entire life. So when that happened, and it all happened so quick, kind of like Hammerstein.
Mhm.
Like I found out that morning, I went there, and I'm walking around like, oh my God, same thing with Beyond, I found out that morning, actually driving there, because me and Reed were driving there no matter what. We were going no matter what. We were going to just help watch the show, and I got that message, and I was like holy shit, like I'm wrestling at Beyond yet, like today, and a big match, like
Yeah.
big singles, like it's a big debut, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and then
Love
the building too, which is got so much history.
Legendary. It was
Yeah.
so awesome wrestling there. My favorite part of that building is just the roses on the wall. I think it's so cool.
So cool. I gotta make a trip up there. I keep saying I'm gonna make it happen. I would have loved to come. I'm always like, I wish I could come to like everything. One day I'll get up there. But like again, we're talking like Wrestling Open. Let's talk last week. It was crazy. You, Austin, Reed, you got to wrestle Miracle Generation, which was insane. I was really excited about it. Kylon King was on the podcast a couple of days before. So he was like, oh, we got to see. And then like all the call out came and it was like, all right, send your best 3 H2O students here. And, again, like I feel like 10 minutes is just not enough and it's not finished.
It's not finished at all. I gotta apologize, for the way I acted after that match. I acted a little upset, but I was angry. But I guess because maybe I'm still so new to Wrestling Open, and it was still like that 10 minutes still I don't know, maybe it's different there, and it didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I got the job done, and I was upset and mad, and I went in that ring and I acted like that, but I feel good now. I'm not mad no more. But after sitting back and watching the match, I really enjoyed what we did. I thought we worked really good together against them, and I'm coming back this week,
Yeah.
and I want one of them in a singles match. I don't know which one, but yeah.
It doesn't matter, right? Or is there like one in particular that you want?
I don't know. I kind of like all of them, in their own way. They're all good in their own way.
Okay.
But maybe that number one dude, I don't know. Each of them, I gotta prove, I'm number one. So maybe him.
Oh.
I don't know. They're all good.
Johnny's in the chat. He says hi. He goes, Chad put out a bounty on you guys for him to take out Casey. I saw that whole Facebook post that you put out that you're wrestling both the Kirks this weekend.
He said he paid me more if I take him out, so I may have to do that.
Oh man, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I also want to talk Undiscovered 50, which was a milestone also for H2O. You got to work Jordan Oliver. This was a banger match. Crazy. Shout out to Melissa. Because Melissa and Azalea got to come to the show. Again, Undiscovereds are on every other Mondays. It's $5. You can't go wrong with that. But she says, like she had always said to me, that you remind her of a young Jordan Oliver, So tell us, working with Jordan Oliver, like this was a great match. Like this, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's great. So tell us some details about that match.
Jordan was somebody, I wanted to work for a long time. I feel like in the ring we are similar in a lot of ways. So he was definitely someone I wanted to wrestle for a long time. And when that match got announced for, our big 50, our 50th Undiscovered, I was pretty excited for it. But, we wrestled. But that was only our first encounter,
Yeah.
And I feel like, it was so long ago, like, I'm not the guy I was then, who I am now. So like I need to wrestle him again. I need to beat him. I need to prove, I feel like I didn't prove to him. I don't know. Something about that match. It was great and all, but I wasn't too happy about it, and I really want to wrestle him again. And I want to wrestle him at GCW. You know, that's really become, you know, his home,
Right.
and we wrestled at my home, so why not his? You know, so
Make it
I'd want
happen.
that.
Make it happen. Sky says, I hope that you and Austin Luke happen again. One of my favorite matches to watch.
For sure, it will happen again. I will make sure it happens again. I'm not finished with him. No way.
You know, when we talk like wrestling or whatever, you know, I feel like this has been one of the most best wrestling stories that's been going on, and especially you guys told a story. I know I put that tweet out the other day after this match, and I was like, damn, I was like, this is storytelling in wrestling. And I was like, these are the things that, you know, sometimes it lacks in certain matches with people, but this was definitely one that told a whole story. You guys are great together, you know, working together. You guys got the chemistry. It's amazing. So I know like last week also too, we got to see you with Alex Cologne. So again, you know, here was, you wrestled him before. You know, if you guys didn't watch the Indie Talks, we talked to Marcus about him with Alex Cologne a little bit. So you can check that Indie Talks episode out too. But this was crazy. The chops were serious. Everything was, oh my God. Like, this was...
My chest hurts now.
And what was it? Brandon said that no wonder your chest looked the way that it did. It was
Oh,
because
my chest was rough that week. And like I could pinpoint like everyone who left a mark. It was like Speedball, Alex, Grim Reaper. He hit me kind of low, so I was like, this is 100% Grim Reaper. And then like Too Cold, Kirk won, and then someone chopped me freaking in the scramble at GCW. I think it was Cartwheel, but I could pinpoint every single one. I was like, here, and name them all. My chest was rough.
Yeah. But how was that like again, like, you know, again, year later, you know, you had your first match, and then you had said, you know, talking to me that, you know, you guys both like grown, that you were in a different position than where you were when you wrestled him a year ago. And even like Alex Cologne's Alex Cologne, you know, like you're going to get that great match from, you know, Cologne. Did you feel like this like outdid your first match with him?
Oh, for sure. You know, like Alex Cologne is one of the best in the world. He's one of the best, and you know, not just one of the best deathmatch wrestlers in the world, one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
You know, obviously he just prefers, you know, cutting people. Some people just prefer doing that. You know, just like that's one of the best wrestlers in the world. He'd rather cut people. Why not? You know, that's what he loves. It's what they love to do. But man, I was so happy to wrestle him again. You know, and that 1 year later, and we both grew so much, you know, more during that, you know, year. But obviously, you know, he was the better, and he grew so much more. I beat him last year, but he beat me this year. You know, he made me tap out. But it was a great learning experience again from him. A great veteran. He's been around for so long, and I was happy to share the ring with him again. He's good, and he hits hard.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine being in a death match with him.
I was so close to that chop. Oh my God, that chop was so close to it. And I was like, I always get the best.
You got glove on too, so
I always get the best footage, even though you guys all like dive at me. Well, not so much you. I blame Austin and Reed mostly getting dived at. You know, but sitting in that chair that I always sit, I always get like the best clips or whatever. I was like, damn. You know, but even like Alex Cologne like running with the chair, and you're sitting in the chair, like this was brutal. So so watch Sean Henderson's shows if you guys haven't already. So now you guys are 1-1. So does that mean next year we're gonna have to have round 3?
we have to. Like, it has to be. Like, I won last year. You won this year. We gotta go one more.
Yeah.
You know,
Too funny.
Who knows what match that would be next year? Where at?
No, you never know. Chris Bradley's in the chat. He wants to stir some shit.
No.
He wants me to ask you your 3 list of wives.
Stop, dude.
We gotta say Billy. That's it.
Yes, that was my list. I mean, like trouble or some weird shit.
That's why he comes in here. So I can't.
A weirdo.
Oh my god. Tell me you're New York without saying it. I'll just say hot dog. I don't know. Like I feel like that's the most you're gonna get out of me saying something in New Yorkin or whatever. Let's see what else we got here. Checking your chat. All right, so we're gonna talk Billy Starks because we did talk about her a little bit. So like you said, your best friend.
And
Yes, you guys are so cute together. I love you both. So again, here it is that you've wrestled against each other twice, and you've teamed up together. Like, tell us how that was for you.
I mean, it was great, and it was awesome. The times we wrestled each other, it's like, we're both going in there like, we're gonna hit each other really hard. It's kind of like, everyone, if you're like good friends, in wrestling, like you're always gonna hit each other like 10 times harder. And I feel like, just for us, it's just like she's hit me as hard as she can. Well, I'm gonna give it back. Like this sucks. So, it's great. I love working with her. Besides, her dropping me on my head. I have a picture of her right there. But that's all right. But teaming with her is great. I feel like we're a really good team. Work together really well. And yeah, I mean, you're good friends with somebody. You're on the same page with them. You're gonna team with them. Great.
Yeah.
Like with relationships, that's the best.
I feel like it would be harder though, like against each other.
For sure. Because then you got to see each other later. Like, it's like, sorry.
You hit me here.
Right.
I'm hurt here.
Sorry I won. Like,
Oh God, you're paying for dinner now, pretty much.
yes,
Too funny. I can't. You guys are hysterical. So also recently I had Steve back on, and I was really getting into a really deep conversation with him. How I really appreciate the vets when they work the young and upcoming talent. So with this being said, you and Azrael, okay, like love Azrael.
love
So
him.
you guys had, and I gave him so much shit because that's what I do with Azrael. I have to give him shit because he goes all after all my favorites, and he told me that he wasn't gonna go easy on all my favorites. And I said to him, I was like, well, then don't, because you guys deserve the best, pretty much. So, but you guys had a great match at On Point. So. Tell us about like the match. Tell us about like what you learned throughout working with someone like Azrael, and then I'm gonna go into another vet.
No, for sure. Azrael is one of the best,
Yeah.
and I feel like he hasn't gotten out that much, which sucks,
Yeah.
but like I feel like he's getting out more now, and
Mhm.
people are starting to notice him more now with likes of On Point, JCW, and hopefully he gets so much more.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he gets on a GCW run because he deserves it. Like he's seriously one of the best. And it was great being in the ring with him. I'll tell you one thing, like besides Speedball, like he was one of the hardest, like it was one of the hardest kicks I've ever received, like from him. When he gave me a penalty kick to my back, like I heard it before it hit me,
Mhm.
Like I heard the whew. So like it was like bam, and I was like, oh no, like so he hits really hard, but like where he comes from, where he was trained, that's what he was taught, and I appreciate that. When I go in there, I want to be hit hard, because where I came from, Matt Tremont School, we were taught to hit hard, so
Yeah.
I want the same, what you give me, I'm gonna give right back to you, and I want to give it even harder, and it was fun, and it was a fight between us. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
It was good. It was great.
Would you like pick out like picking his brain? I'm sure you're like talking about like a lot of wrestling like before or after. Was there like anything that stuck out that you guys talked about?
Of course, a lot stuck out, after, what we talked about, what he told me after the match, what I need to work on, stuff like that. I actually went out to eat with him after, it was just like good, to get some, wrestle, fight each other, and, go out to eat and get some food after, just talk. We went out with Mike Law too, and it was, talking to him about his first death match. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a great mind to pick off of, and someone who freaking been around for so long, who has so much knowledge of the sport that you can talk to and learn so much from.
Yeah.
So I learned so much from him, and I appreciate it so much. I appreciate Loudy on point. I appreciate him so much. That was awesome.
Yeah, and like
Great.
this weekend, another show. It's crazy. It's crazy. All this wrestling. It's so much fun. But
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah. Go ahead.
I love it. I don't want no days off. I want to keep going.
Book him, everybody. Just book him. Like,
Like-
just hit him up pretty much, or But yeah, even like Rocket just got a test against Azrael too. So at I heard too, like the hard hitting, like
Yeah, it's hard.
little shithead. So, but now another one, we got to bring up the great Arcadia. I love Arcadia.
Arcadia.
Yeah. Everybody knows he's on my four horsemen of list of husbands. I love Arcadia very much. Shout out to him. Again, the feuds with him and Azrael are great. I got really excited when you guys, when it was 3-on-3 at JCW. And I was like, I don't think people understand. I was like, how much, my friends obviously knew I was really excited to see you guys. Again, like I said, the fact that you guys are young and then you're working like these vets is so amazing to me. And again, like I'm not even a wrestler or anything like that, but I could only imagine the knowledge that you're getting from these guys.
So much. It's great. It's really great.
So I wowed out when you also stepped into the ring with Arcadia. So now I need the singles match.
Yes, we do. We need a singles match. Me and Arcadia. We need that.
Yes. Wherever it's gonna be, I need to come for this, and I feel like I gotta stop booking podcasts because a lot of times that matches happen when I'm doing a podcast. So I was mad with Arcadia and Austin, and I couldn't be there. So, but I got to watch it. That thank God for Underrated. So thank you, Matt, for all that fun as well. So, all right, so we got some fan tweets here. Let's go through some of the fan tweets. So Sky had a bunch of questions for you. So her first one is, what is your pre-match ritual?
Oh, I slap myself. I freaking chug water, throw the water on my head. I smack my legs. I jump up in the air. I scream. I get myself so pumped up. So when I go out there, I'm just I'm already here, I'm already freaking super pumped up.
Mm-hmm.
Calms down my nerves a little bit, gets me out of my head a little bit, getting pumped and ready. So it definitely helps me. And yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, her second question is, who is the biggest inspiration for wrestling at the moment?
At the moment.
Could change in an hour, just so you know.
Kind of like my answer from earlier, maybe still AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to I don't know, AJ, Matt, I don't know. Maybe them two, at the moment still. There's still, guys I look up to and watch and study and try to, be like, I've always loved Matt Riddle. I always try to study him, and he's another one who inspires me a lot. Yeah, maybe those guys, I would say.
That's good. Now, I'm actually really excited she asked this question because I'm really curious with this too. She said, what inspired the move named Bozo Buster?
It was just I always call people bozos. And then before so that move was first done at JCW opening day when I wrestled Young, Dumb, and Broke, my JCW debut. And before the match, I made a tweet. There was I was like, oh, we're gonna wrestle these bozos. And there was a pop vinyl and it's called Bozo, and I shared that. I was like, yo, it's Ellis Taylor. And I had that. So when I did the flatliner, bam, after I did it, I was like, I think I retweeted it, and since I called Ellis the Bozo, I said I don't know what I said, but I don't think it was busted on a boat. I don't think it was that, because that sounds a little weird, but something about, I don't know, maybe I just wrote Bozo Buster, but I don't know where Buster came in, but busted, I don't know, but something about that. And then I was like, Bozo Buster, I don't know, busting the Bozos. I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of came from that. So it all came from Ellis Taylor and me calling him a bozo. Yeah.
Sorry. That's great. I love it. I love it. I see all you guys in the chat. April, what's up? She's in chat. She goes, "Hey Marcus, since you've been working with Billy, which do you like better, tagging with her or wrestling her?"
Definitely tagging with him. It's less awkward when we have to be with each other after. You know, we got to go home and it's like, yeah, yo, what's up? Sorry, I punched you in the face. But no, I definitely enjoy tagging with her. Because like the tag matches we have are sick. Our first one, we got to work with Dylan and Steve. Our second one, we got to work with. We were supposed to do Yokai, but turned out to be Janai and Eli Knight. It was still great. And then Brandon Kirk and frickin' Kid Osborne. Because the Kirks, Casey was just injured. But no, I'm joking. But she was actually injured.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like we always have like cool matches planned, and they just don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we still get Yokai, we still get the Kirks coming soon, and other matches down the line. It's just it's great to wrestle her. I would do it any day, but it's cool tagging because I feel like we're gonna be tagging against other relationships or other friends. If that makes sense. Like we're not just gonna be thrown in random matches.
Right.
We'll be. The other team's going to be like, there's going to be a purpose for it.
Yeah.
So we'll always be like a cool opponent, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Another relationship. That's what I mean. Something like cool like
that. Philip in the chat says outlaw here, and I'm hashtag badass for no reason. Now that the outlaw here, what's your other two wishes? Oh my. What other
wishes? For what? What are my other wishes?
I guess you got to make two wishes now.
I don't know. I don't know what the wishes are. I want to wrestle for Limitless.
Mm-hmm. That's
the place I want to be at.
Oof, I need to get up there.
And I want to wrestle at Spring Break this year.
I'm looking for that. Let's go. Yeah. I don't know. WrestleMania week's coming, and then you have the collective.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. David's in the chat. He says hi. He says I'll have to wear a Bozo mask.
Yes, that'd be nice.
See, now we don't need to really wear a mask anymore, so you need to incorporate that. Another thing, actually, it's funny. It just like popped in my brain because I don't know if you noticed you do that. But you come out all the time. You're like, let's go. And like me and shout out to Melissa. We were like, you need to capitalize on that shirt. And I want like 5% for that. But you need to make that. Because I'm telling you to make it as merch.
Try not to say let's go. But it's just like a hype thing. It's just like, let's go. I just get happy. And I'm like, let's go. I must have, I got something really cool coming. And I must have said it like 5 times today just because I was really excited about this thing. Because I just say it. So I try not to say it during my entrance because it's obviously the typical, like, let's go. You don't need to. But I try to just, like, scream, do stuff with my hands. Yeah. I don't know.
It's just so funny. It's just like we talk about it a lot, and I was like, damn, I was like, he needs to make this a shirt because you say it so much. So we'll like run around and be like, let's go. So like a lot of times when we see you, we just start saying it. Let's go. I'm sure I have a lot of clips of you doing that. Philip said, since the Outlaw's here and you ain't wrestled, was it you? Is that what you're saying? It has to wrestle me? You must have used Wish 2 I'm so confused. I don't know. We're going to move forward. All right. So another fan tweet. Good cop, bad cop. He goes, with matters being an anagram of smart, what has been the smartest thing you have seen in wrestling?
Speedball Mike Bailey explain wrestling. He compares it to like math and like if this plus this for the time plus this, and just listening to him, I'm like, oh my god, like it doesn't even process because just how he compares it to math, and but it all makes sense, and it's just like, it's just I never looked at it that way, never thought of looking at it this way,
Mhm.
and just yeah, just the way he puts it, he's just so goddamn smart, and it was just insane the way how he was comparing wrestling to math and freaking the audience and the just everything. He was just, if this many people come to the show plus this and this and this and this, I was like, what? And it equals this, and I was like, what do you mean it equals this? How does that make? But it makes sense, He's super smart, and that was definitely the smartest thing I've been around. Was Mike Bailey.
Okay. Okay, I see you, Philip. He goes, the Outlaw is the world's greatest fugitive recovery agent, wrestler, and champion. He goes, live in fear. Okay. Like, I guess that's a challenge, Marcus.
Outlaw. I don't want it.
Run. All I'm thinking in my head is, that TikTok song when it plays the music and then it's like, run, and then the people just start running. That's what I'm thinking of right
I don't want Outlaw, man. No way.
now. We don't want any of that.
That's all right, man. Here you go.
All right, so now, again, like you've been traveling so much more. We talked about that. You've been flying, you've been driving, you've been doing these long road trips or whatever. Now you got to give us a really good road trip story.
I don't know.
Oh, there's got to be, between even the fact of like
There's so
road
many.
donuts and all that fun stuff of traveling back and forth with Mouse.
I try to sleep so much, when I'm driving. I don't know. Hold on one second. I feel like I sneezed. See, I've been able to be in the car with so many like cool people. I had to pick up ACH from the airport before, and just talking to him and about life and regular things. It was great.
Bless you.
But man, I just drove up to Massachusetts with Big Red, Ryan, and Kaleem. That was really fun. Just we were talking about like school stories, and stuff after school, what happened, random fights we were all in, and just weird stuff like that. I know this isn't really road trip story, but I mean maybe it is if you can take it however you want. But we stopped at this freaking Chinese bar.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaleem went up and he did karaoke, and it was the best thing ever. And I have this video of it, and it's just seriously the best thing ever.
Why isn't this posted anywhere?
I should post it actually.
Now you gotta post it after this
I
podcast.
have.
Like,
But yeah, I get asked this question so much about road stories, but I don't know if I just don't remember. But I've obviously I was great freaking. We've talked about so much cool stuff and all that stuff, but a big thing about road trips are not because it's a big secret and all that stuff, but whatever you talk about in the car, it always usually stays in the car.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's nothing like crazy secrets and stuff, but that's just it's just how it's always been.
you gotta throw pizza out the window like Jeff Cannonball.
Yeah, just thinking off the top of my head, I don't have any crazy road stories. I have obviously we stopped here and did this.
Mm-hmm.
I have, stories like that. But that's about it.
Damn it! Now you got to start driving with other people and have some more fun stories to tell on the podcast.
Well, though, I have so much fun, but I just feel like I don't.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy has happened to me yet. I don't. Let's say that.
Boo! You gotta come back one day and then give us some a crazy road trip story. So you're gonna have to get into a car with somebody else, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you gotta get in the. Maybe you get into the car with the Kirks.
No way.
We'll get to that later. So let's do a fun question because I've been asking it to everybody on the Under the Rope series lately. So I want to talk wrestling with positivity. We all need it. Again, very dear to my heart. So I'm sure you have something for us that you could talk about. Something whether you done for a fan, maybe a fan's done for you, maybe a wrestler's done for you, or maybe something you've done for another wrestler that sticks out in your brain that you could share with us.
Sure. Obviously, I feel like wrestling is a big, a lot of times, and it sucks. It's like this because it sometimes outworks people's talents. I guess if that makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
and it sucks. It's like this sometimes, but wrestling is a lot of like who
Yeah.
If you know this guy, you're gonna get booked, blah, blah, blah. But over the past, like I'd say year and a half now, I've gotten really close with, like Jimmy Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy Lloyd was able to get me into places like GCW, JCW, and BXS, all because of Jimmy Lloyd's DF that I worked last year,
Mm-hmm.
So just hanging out with him and being cool with him, I got that cool ass opportunity, and look where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Something huge. Look what my dad did for me. The reason why I'm all here. He brought me around for years. That I got this relationship with everybody, and soon I was able to wrestle. I've known Drew Blood, Stan, Cross, Matt for years. Like they were my list of Cannonball, Devin Moore. Like I had to wrestle all of them.
Yeah.
And I did get to wrestle all of them. My list is basically complete. Who I need to wrestle, of like people I've known for like my whole life.
Yeah.
But I got people like my dad, who did so much for me. Jimmy, he helped me out so much, and I appreciate that so much. And I feel like recently I've been doing a lot for others, and what it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like whole wrestling open thing. Like I messaged the people about that when he posted, hey, we need some more faces this week. I'm damn, my little lip thing freaking opened in my fanny pack. Sorry, but I just stick my hand in there. It's damn, my lips are chapped, and I went in there last night, and I guess I never closed it. That sucks. Damn, sorry.
Get him some.
I don't think it's like sticky, so it's fine.
Get him some more chapstick.
That made me mad. All right. Well, like the wrestling open thing, I seen that. I messaged him, and he said, I'm good for that. And I was just gonna ride with, Riley Shepard there, but I decided to, ask some people from H2O, like, hey, do you guys want to ride up? They said yes. So we all went there, and that got them an opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
And I've been bringing, different people around, like Red and Colleen, bringing them up there,
Yeah.
help out, spotlight match, see, do stuff like that, and like it makes me feel good. A couple, I brought Big Red out to a place. I shouldn't even be dropping names, but I've someone like Big Red, Colleen. I've been trying to bring to places, and letting them. And I would like to do that for all of the HO students. I would like to, help all of them and bring them all out and help them get opportunities, because I feel like I'm at a decent point right now. Like I'm doing a lot of cool stuff, and I'm still, I want so much more. I want to do this. I want to do this, but I would also, I would love to bring these guys along, and get these same opportunities, and get their name out there, if all that makes sense.
Yeah.
And, I'm really trying to help them all out, and just been trying to do that a lot this year, and it really makes me feel good. It really does. And I hope they appreciate it. And again, I'm not saying all this to like make myself seem like, look, like, I don't know, thank me. Like, I don't care. I just want all of us to succeed,
Yeah, of course.
I want to see the people who care and love this shit just as much as I do succeed. And I just, why not?
Especially like you guys like train together and you work together in the ring and everything like that. Of course you want each other to like, get out there and, have all these opportunities. So like, that's not bad at all. So, and then the kids love you, obviously. My goddaughter, Kathy, she loves you. Azalea loves you. Like, I know Melissa's in the chat listening. they adore you. Like, it's so cute, and you take the time, and you take photos with them or whatever it is, that the kids want, which is so important. So like I like putting that out there. Neil Diamond Cutters in the chat, he called us nerds.
Nerd. Neil.
So he said, a grizzled young boy. He's right though. Hop in a car and go. So there you go. So get in the car.
Car and go.
Definitely.
Travel.
Yes, definitely. I want to see all you guys all over the place, so it'd be great. So Brad says everything he's done for Kathy, and he put a heart in the chat. See, and my little cutie, my little ham over there. So like she loves you. They showed me like I said, the little buddy, which was really, really cute. So I love that. So let's put it out there. Who's on your list of this year that you want to wrestle? Put it out there. Throw it in the air. You never know.
Go. I'm going right now. I got the list, actually. I don't have to think about it. Number 1, I want Joey Janela. I freaking want him. I want Effie. I want him. My stepdad. Effie, let's go. 3. I forgot. Daniel Garcia. 4. Lee Moriarty.
God.
And I'll think of one more. I don't know.
Damn.
Damn, I was on a roll.
Yeah, terrible.
Let me get. Yeah, I don't know.
Zane, man, how you not throw Zane out there?
Oh yes, Alex Zane. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Damn.
Yeah, Alex Zane. Yep. And Blake Christian, of course.
Yes. Man, husband got hurt. Zane got hurt. I'm very sad. I saw that he said 3 weeks he should be kind of recovered. So
crazy what happened.
Send them love. Well, you and Alec Price already happened, so like I'm happy about that. So we have to have. I guess my list is going to be the singles match of you and Arcadia, you and JT done, and you and Alex Zane for me. So these are names that are a must for me.
Yeah. Must.
Let's make it happen. Neil said you left him out. I see.
I left you out. I didn't leave you out.
He doesn't want to wrestle you.
I do want to wrestle him. I didn't know what you were talking about, but yeah, let's wrestle. I want Neil. Neil's best. Like people don't. Yeah, Neil's one of the best going right now. One of the best deathmatch wrestlers going right now.
He is.
And he's another one, like Matt and Alex, who is a really good freaking wrestler, but just prefers to stab people. Fine.
Yeah, no death matches. You're gonna get killed by Alex Cologne. He's gonna get mad again. So we don't need to see that. Look at kitty. So I got 2 final questions for you. If you guys got anything else, please drop them into the chat. Well, I guess you kind of like answered it. I was gonna say what is your goal of 2022? But I guess you're gonna tell me is wrestle everybody, right?
Wrestle everybody, wrestle everywhere, and just keep wrestling the best. Yes, I want to wrestle everybody. I want to wrestle everywhere, but I also want to wrestle the best. That list I kind of just gave, they're the best. They're elite performers, and that's what I'm trying to be this year, is an elite performer. Joey Janela, Effie, Lee Moriarty, Daniel Garcia, Alex Zane. They are elite, and they are the guys I want to wrestle. And that wrestling those guys will make me an elite performer. Wrestling Bailey and Too Cold and Reefer, it helped me so much. I learned so much, and it made me feel like I leveled up in this professional wrestling business so much. Yep. That's all I want to keep doing is leveling up.
And you are. It's great. Again, like I said, for someone who's been watching you a little over a year, and just watch to where you grow. And it's, I love all you guys. You guys are especially, I feel like I have my initial 6 of H2O. I love everybody at H2O. And I always feel like you and Dylan, were the first ones that, I connected with at H2O. So it's so, great. And like I said, I love everybody at H2O. Trust me, and it's just funny because it's I guess the time that I started coming in to watch H2O, you guys were my first interviews of
some people a little bit more.
It's the cat. That's what it is. That's who I love more. It's the cat. And Neil Cutter said that he's just playing around. Yeah, no, you're not.
Nah, he's at home freaking out right now.
April loves the kitty. So Sky, I know you're in the chat. Get your notepad out. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I see little Louie in the chat. He goes, "Yo, brother, I love you, man. I look up to you, brother. I hope one day we get in the ring together."
Yes, me and little Louie will get in that ring soon. Little Louie.
Yes, yes. So again, get your pad out, Sky. I love you. So let's give an update. It's been a year. What's a piece of advice that you would give to all those inspiring and amateur wrestlers out there?
I've this past year has been super crazy for me because this past year is the year I really I feel like I have an actual fan base now, and I have so many people who come up to me and be like, "Hey, you're my favorite wrestler. Hey, I want to be a professional wrestler just like you," and and just some of the things these people told me, it makes me so happy that I can connect with these people as they connected to me when I was growing up. I'm now connecting to them, and it's absolutely insane, and it's the craziest thing ever, and I love it so much. I love the fans so much, and you guys, it's all for you, and man, just to connect with you guys, it's the best thing ever. And to to have some people want to become a wrestler, because of a guy like me, that's insane to me. And that makes it just makes me so happy. And I've told so many people this same advice, that I'm about to say now. And it's I learned this from amateur wrestling too. If you want this, go and get it. Take that extra step, It's going to be hard, a lot. It really is going to be hard. You're going to have to sacrifice so much for this business. But if you want it, you will sacrifice that. You're going to, a lot of times, and I feel like everyone hears this. How many wrestlers have you heard been rich and just have money all the time?
Yeah.
Barely. It takes a lot of money. You got to put all your time and work and everything into professional wrestling. And if you really want it, you have to put everything into it, and it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, but if you want it, you will go through with it, and you will keep going. You won't give up. And it's easy. It's easy to just be like, whatever, fuck this. But it's not easy for someone like me because I love this stuff so much. I could never give up on this stuff. And that's how if one of you guys feel the same way, don't give up. Keep going. It's going to get hard, a lot, and not just training. It's gonna, freaking couple years down the line when you're wrestling for 3 years, like me. There's still days when it's so freaking hard. That 2 weeks ago, it was great. Wrestling, Reefer, all them guys that crazy week, but it was rough. I was super tired by the end of the week. Look at my chest; it was freaking destroyed. It was nuts, but yeah, if you want this, go and get it, but you got to put everything into it, and, everyone says, ears open, mouth shut, listen to everyone, jump in cars, travel, get your name out there, help out. If you want this, you will do that extra step to make it. I don't know. I guess that's really it.
No, it's good. It's good. I mean, I love it. Like I said, I know a lot of people appreciate it, that, there are those people that are starting or thinking about starting. And, that's why I said we had to do another update since the last time that you gave some advice, because now, again, a year later, lots changed. You just get wiser. So Marcus Matters fan says, my kitten is watching. I love it. All right. So let's talk Mr. Busy. The calendar is going. You got a lot of great matches coming on. I have a lot of flyers here for you guys. If you want to see him, go see him live. Go support him. Go throw some streamers.
I always am setting up merch. I have so much merch. I'm not asking you to come up and buy my merch. I'm asking you to come up and talk to me. And yeah, let's talk and just talk about wrestling. Yeah. I love to talk to all of you guys, all the time. Like, you guys are the best. Like, you guys are everything I have. Like, come talk to me. You know, that's what I'm asking for. You know, I love you guys.
Go bother him. Yeah.
Go bother me.
But look at this. Look at this. I got some of the flyers up here. So Wrestling Open, huh? Tomorrow.
Open this Thursday. Who will I wrestle? I have no clue.
You gotta tune in.
We'll find out. You gotta tune in.
You gotta tune in.
Live at 8 o'clock.
But you got a busy weekend. And of course, I am sponsoring you and Casey's match this Saturday. I can't choose. So I love you both. I'll just sit there and just scream for both of you. You can't be mad at me.
I get. But I got both the Kirks in the same day. I got Casey Kirk and then Brandon Kirk. Ugh. It's like the worst day ever, but it's the best day ever because I get to like hit both of them, you know. So it's nice, and I get to beat both of them because that's what I gotta do, right? Yeah, I gotta go in and beat both of them. I can't lose and then win the other. Like, I gotta beat both of them. I gotta beat both the Kirks in the same day, right? Like,
yeah. Man.
Got it.
Busy day. Busy day. So Saturday, definitely. You got NFW and you got On Point Wrestling. So check it out.
On Point will be live on IWTV at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
I think NFW is live.
I think he was working on that. Let's tag him into the chat so we can bother him. Cody, are you listening? Like, we need to know. I thought he was making an announcement today about it. So we'll see. We'll see if we get him into the chat. That what?
Announcement coming soon.
Yes, announcement coming soon. So, yeah. So what we got? March 7th, an Undiscovered, which is great. Yep. So again, like all the every other Monday, $5. Go to the H2O.
Me, Sean, and Chondo versus Xavier Cross, Dylan McKay, and Steve Sanders.
Yes, so exciting. So exciting. And then you're making your debut in Canada, you said. Oh, but before that, you got the Intergender Bonanza with you and Masha. Yeah. So yes. I'm trying to make sure the dates of everything.
I had booking that day. So early that day, 12 o'clock, I will be at Skid Row Academy for their show at 12 o'clock. I will be wrestling somebody from the H2O Academy. I'm bringing with me to wrestle. You're going to have to go there and find out.
Oh.
But 12 o'clock. And then later that day, live on IWTV, me versus Masha at the Intergender Bonanza. I'm super excited, and you all got to tune in for that.
Yes.
Or, area, please go.
Yes.
The Bonanza, the best shows ever.
They're fun.
Please go.
They're fun. So fun. So. And yeah, so.
Out of here.
And yeah, in Canada, man. This is the first time you've actually been in Canada, or you've been?
I've never been.
You've never been to Canada?
Country.
Oh,
so
wow.
This is a big I got the passport over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. Canada, oh my God. Insane. C4. It's big singles match. It's perfect.
Man.
Perfect place. It's all perfect.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, good luck, Mr. Busy over here. A lot of great things are happening. Like I said, it's... Again, there was so much, I feel like we could talk about everything, so I try to pick out certain things that we could talk about. What did you say, Brad? Daniel make everything? Wow, that should be, what are you talking about? I don't understand. Make Habe? Make what? I'm so confused with your poem. I'm sorry. Rewrite it so I can understand what the heck you're saying.
I got Bozo now with my hair. I need hair.
Get that haircut, look spiffy for the weekend, pretty much. There you go. But I think Brandon said that you needed a haircut. I saw that tweet or some shit like that. This is rude. Rude. So tell everybody where they can follow you, all your social, where they can buy all your stuff, all that fun stuff.
Let's go. You can follow me anywhere, Marcus Mathers. Twitter is Marcus Mathers1. Instagram is Marcus_Mathers. Facebook, Marcus Mathers. And all my bios is my big cartel. Currently, right now, I have beanies on there. It says pre-order, but they are actually arriving tomorrow. So everybody who ordered a beanie, I'm sorry it took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but they are going to be here tomorrow. And I'll be at Wrestling Open, so I will be shipping them out Friday. I apologize. But yes, beanies are coming in. So I got beanies on my website. I have a shit ton of stickers, pins, lighters, and 8x10s.
Yeah.
I have a shirt design coming really soon, and a new 8x10s coming really soon. So stay on the lookout for that. But all socials, Marcus Mathers, and my big cartel is on all my bios.
Awesome. So, Marcus Matters fan says, Marcus, you should get TikTok.
What? I do have TikTok, but I'm not gonna tell you the name because.
Now they're gonna like hunt for you now.
Yeah, I know.
So you have to make a wrestling TikTok.
On there. I have like a TikTok of like I have like one wrestling video and then like a cat video and like me and my friend video, like whatever. But I should make a wrestling TikTok.
You
just 'cause
should.
why not?
You should make a wrestling
Yeah.
TikTok. Go viral.
Maybe.
Melissa says we will need an 8x10 for Azalea's wall. Yes, and then you got to sign it for her. So
For sure, I will.
definitely
I will.
sign it for her. So got to come to one of the shows. Well, you know what? JCW is coming back. I'm sure. We'll see you. We'll see you in a couple of weeks probably. So we'll see how that goes and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna wrap it up again. Like I said, it's been amazing to watch you the last year. It's been great. Like I love you to death. It's like you're like one of my kids. Like pretty much. Like I bring the cookies. I get killed at. All right, I gotta know what's the favorite cookie that you had because I brought a whole shitload at Christmas.
Oh no, I forget because you have some competition now.
What?
Because Chrissy made some banging ass cookies at training yesterday,
Oh snap!
and they were the best cookies I ever had. So I'm sorry, but I forgot about your cookies. And
Wow.
now, not I forgot about them. I just forgot how they tasted because I was like, damn, these cookies are good.
Damn. You see this
You
now?
got-
He waited until the end of the podcast to tell me this. Wow.
I'm not gonna tell you I love your cookies. I'm joking. They were really good.
Wow.
That's really messed up.
No,
I didn't want to
damn.
turn a heel.
Wow. He just turned heel on me.
and
Now I
say
hope
was-
Casey and Brandon kick your ass this weekend.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. What I meant to say was I just don't remember how your cookies taste.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you got to bring more.
No, you don't get
Exactly.
anymore. No.
Bring more, bring more on Saturday so I can try them and then I'll like them again.
That's terrible. Damn. Wow, I see how it is. Fine. So, see, he said that. Melissa said salt, get the salt. And even Marcus Matters fan says, oof, I see how it is. So that just means that, I guess Dylan's my favorite now. So.
Come here, Mara. My puppy's here. Come here. Come here.
More wholesome content. There you go. There you go. I see how it is. But anyway, like I said, Marcus, thank you for coming on. Again, it's great. I love watching you in the ring. I love following, and I do, because if I'm not watching you live, you see my tweets. I'm very supportive of Marcus. If you guys aren't, you should be. So again, Jesus, 18 years old. Scary.
That'd be 19.
God.
My mom.
Man, so anyway, guys, make sure you go support, go give him some love, go buy his merch, go watch him wrestle, all that fun stuff. So thank you guys again. So till next week, Joel Bateman's coming on next week on Monday, so we're going to talk to him about a bunch of his upcoming shows. So thank you guys again. You guys know the drill. Stay safe, support independent wrestling, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.
See ya.